my first experience, my first ever experience, like feeling that emotion, whatever you want to call it. So we were at our computer, and we were still in school, right? So this is right around the time of like puberty age, right? And we I was like, me and the boys, we was like computer class, and we were just like playing. I think we were like playing Age of Empires 2 or some shit like that.
Hell yeah,
Age of War.
At school?
Yeah, at school.
That's great.
You had Age of Empires on your PC? Do you mean Age of War?
No, it was. I'm pretty sure it was Age of Empires.
What the fuck?
Because some guy found a way to install it on the like the fucking computer PCs. So it was like lunchtime. So it was like, you know,
Okay.
a lot of people were out, but me and a few other kids were playing.
How does this go from Age of Empires to jacking off?
I don't know.
All right.
But I remember one of the girls in my class, like she comes up to us, and it was just after PE. So PE is like physical education. So she was like wearing her
sports clothes,
right?
Yeah.
And you know, female sports clothes back in the day was just like, she was just wearing like a really long t-shirt, right? And I remember she comes up to us, like us group of boys, and she's like, "Hey, want to see something cool?"
Uh-oh. She
No.
did not.
And she was just like,
What
like
the
that.
fuck?
And I was like, and then she was like, and then just ran off. And I was like,
What the fuck?
I'm serious. I'm serious.
That's burned into your brain.
And I was like, that's weird. I was just like,
See, what's crazy is I tried the same thing last week, and now I have a check mark on my.
The reason it's burned into my memory, it was because like,
That's
I remember
insane.
as a kid, I was like, that's weird. I was like, that's a bit weird. So I would go back to playing Age of Empires, and I'm like, why can I not stop thinking about what I've just seen? This is so weird.
Suddenly the game is very boring. What once was the most important, you're like, it's such stupid.
Why is gaming not my top priority? That's like occupying my mind right now. This is so weird. Actually,
Oh my God.
That's great.
That is like burned into my memory. But yeah, that was
Damn.
very weird
Damn,
experience.
she changed your life forever. Dude.
What the fuck? That's insane.
Yeah.
Some
Your
guys have it
childhood
uneasy mode,
literally
they just
Yeah,
walk
what
up.
the-
Yeah,
in that
yeah,
moment.
literally.
Man,
Yeah.
That's
I would also, if that happened to me, I would probably
Yeah.
remember that for the rest of my life too.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna remember the story for the rest of my life. The audacity of this last.
I think
that's funny.
I remember telling you the story. They used to have this channel in the UK called it used to be called Babe Station. Do you remember this thing?
Oh yeah.
And,
Babe Station?
yeah, it
That's
was-
way worse than the map.
It was basically those like channels that would go live at like 11 p.m. on like page 95. You'd have to like fucking.
All right, channel
Yeah.
You'd be
95.
like pressing up because the fucking even the remote wouldn't go to it when you put like 95.
Yeah.
You find it. And it would basically be these like women who'd be like, "Hey, call us. We're like sexy or whatever."
Yeah.
But it would only be on screen for, I don't know why, it was only on screen for like 30 seconds. So it was always like a fucking race against the clock to like try and, I'd be like, hold. And you're like, I go. And then it would go off and you'd be like, no, I nutted to a fucking vacuum commercial.
That's the worst version. The
The gold split.
the predating version of that in America was during when cable was a thing. This was like high school, right?
Yeah.
And we would all be maybe middle school, early high school. We would be sitting around the TV that has cable but not HBO, Cinemax, and that's what we called it back then, and like the other movie channels.
Yeah.
And we'd be watching the distorted like blur, and then somebody'd be like, I saw the boob. I'm like, no, you didn't. You did not. And I was like, wait, maybe that was. And I was like, I think that's a nipple. And we would sit there and just hope. And like, we would see it in the squiggles and in the discoloring that like popped in. And sometimes you'd get like a glorious, like it just somehow the planets would align.
Yeah.
And you'd get like 6 minutes of like a movie and you'd be like, get the tape recorder, hit record. And it was, that was the old days. You had page 95. We had Skinamax, distorted boobs. I mean, kids now. I feel sorry for them. They have the whole thing in their hands with not the
They
thing.
got everything,
but
every kind
Yeah.
of
They
design.
also have that in their hands.
Yeah.
Don't even have to work for it. It's just
They don't even
they
have
don't
to play
know the
Age
real
of Empires.
struggle
Yeah.
of having to be secretive. All they do is fucking go into incognito, and that's all the
Yeah.
that's all the
think-
job they need to do.
I might have. I know I did. I definitely printed off a naked woman's picture once from the internet.
Really?
For sure.
Yo, same here.
Wow, you're mugging
Hey,
me.
don't worry about it.
What the fuck?
And then you would like fold it up and be like, someday I'll use, and then you'll forget, and your mom would be like, I found this clean. You're like, it's like Carmen Electra or something. I don't know, but like, who knows? But
Oh my god, you just unlocked a cool memory.
well, the other
I
thing,
really
I
think
think we
forget.
talked about this. I think because all of
Yeah.
our
I remember
conversations go
telling your
back to
mom found it,
Kazaa
right? Your
and
dad found it?
LimeWire.
Yeah.
My friends found it.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I stupidly, so I don't know if I've told this story, maybe I have, but I remember it was like my first time discovering hentai. It wasn't even like women, it was just like hentai, right? And it was just like anime girls back in the day. And then I just like printed them off and I hid them in a gaming magazine. I remember
That's the worst
No.
hiding space.
No.
it was a Nintendo magazine.
Damn.
Oh my god.
I was like, ain't no way anyone's ever gonna find this, because my parents don't give a shit about gaming, so
Yeah.
I was like, they're not gonna find it. The gaming magazine is the last place they'll ever look. So I remember.
Turns out it wasn't the last place they ever looked.
So it turns out my parents don't look at Nintendo magazines. My friends do though. So I had friends over, and we were playing games. I think we were playing like Smash Bros or something. I went to the toilets. I came back. And like the magazine was like fully open with all like the pictures spread out. And like the biggest bullshit I could say was like, I'm holding on to them.
I'm surprised the bloody thing opened.
It's my cousins actually.
What are those?
Yeah,
I don't know that.
Don't worry about it.
I remember this is back when like Bluetooth was just kind of starting, like, and I had this one of those flip phones, which we would always send each other like videos after, like, it would be like 10p.
Yeah.
And this one guy was like, yeah, I've got porn.
Oh my god, I had that experience too.
I was like, no shit. I was like, yo, can you send me? He's like, yeah, sure, don't tell anyone. And so he's sending it to me. It's Bluetooth and it's taking fucking forever.
Yeah.
And it canceled once. And I was like, dude, it's halfway.
Yeah, you're like,
Come on, send it to me. I need
Dude,
it.
because the school is ending in like 30 minutes. And I was like, dude, we got 30 it's like fucking Mission Impossible trying to download the fucking coordinates to that. I was like, send me the fucking video, dude. Come on, what the fuck, man? Because, at the time, it wasn't even that, like, I didn't even know what to do with porn. It was just like a status symbol in school to
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah.
To have access to it. I mean, like, yeah.
He was the cool kid.
Yeah.
with
yeah,
porn,
like,
so.
I got it. Yeah, I could send it
yeah,
to
so
you.
maybe the 90s weren't the best. I take it all back now.
Yeah.
Like, unbridled
And,
optimism. Yeah.
and I remember I finally, it didn't happen that day, and I was like, you gotta, tomorrow, you better not fuck me on this. Don't fuck me on this tomorrow.
yeah.
And so next day we go in, and he's like, don't worry, I'll send it to you for lunch. So, you have to stay next to each other. So, I'm saying, like, we're just chatting, whatever, and I finally get it, and I'm like, yo, shit, okay. So I wait till I get home and I open it, and I open this porn. It's like 5 seconds of the blurriest shit in existence. You cannot see anything, and all you can hear is like the most scuffed.
That was all you needed, though.
And
You're like, sweet. 5 seconds.
honestly,
Yeah.
yeah, it would.
damn.
Yeah, I'm not proud of it.
Yeah.
But like you couldn't make anything out. You're like, and I think I was jacking off more to the idea of porn.
That's
Yes.
the
Yeah.
Like, I
sport.
was like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
porn.
Because
This
at
is
that
what I'm.
point, you have no idea what to expect.
Yeah, so I'm like, sure, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can make it work.
So you're
Yeah.
in your brain, you're just like, this is what porn is, I guess.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting being a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some things never change, huh?
No.
Some things never change.